I need to ask you something first, and I want you to sit with this question. Are you actually living your life, or are you just surviving it? Because there's a massive difference between the two, and most people never stop long enough to figure out which one they're doing. Let me tell you something about where I come from. I didn't grow up with anyone handing me a roadmap. Nobody sat me down and said, here's how you build something that matters. Here's how you look at everything falling apart around you and still find the courage to stand up straight. No, I had to learn that the hard way. I had to earn every single lesson through blood and embarrassment and nights where I genuinely didn't know if I was going to make it to the other side of tomorrow. And maybe you know that feeling. Maybe you're sitting with that feeling right now. Maybe you poured everything you had into something, a business, a career, a dream, and it didn't work out the way you planned. Maybe the people you were absolutely certain would ride with you through the storm disappeared the moment the clouds rolled in. If any of that sounds familiar, I need you to lean in closer right now, because this message was built for you specifically. Here's what nobody tells you about the struggle. The struggle isn't your enemy. The struggle is your classroom. It is the most expensive, most brutal, most comprehensive education available on the face of this earth, and it is completely free. Pain is the tuition. Your willingness to stay in the room is the degree. Think about steel for a second. Steel doesn't become strong sitting comfortably at room temperature. Steel becomes steel because it gets thrown into fire, it gets beaten, it gets shaped under enormous pressure. And what comes out the other side is something that can hold up skyscrapers, something that can bear weight, that would destroy lesser materials. That's what's happening to you right now. You are not being destroyed. You are being made. We have been conditioned from the time we were children to measure our worth by external things, by grades, by the neighborhood we grew up in, by the clothes on our back. And somewhere along the way, you started to believe the measurement. You started to take the outside world's assessment of you, and you held it up like a mirror and you said, yeah, I guess that's who I am. But that mirror was lying. The people who gave you that reflection were themselves broken, themselves limited, themselves trapped inside their own stories of not enough. Hurt people, limited people, limit people. And you inherited a belief system that was never yours to begin with. Today, I'm asking you to give it back. Hand it over. Set it down. Walk away from it. Because the real you, the version of you that was designed and placed on this earth with specific gifts and a specific calling and a specific fire that nobody else carries, that person never needed anybody else's permission to exist. Let me say something about the people around you, because this is where a lot of good people get stuck. There are people in your circle, people you love, people you've known your whole life, people whose opinions matter to you deeply, and they are unconsciously, sometimes even consciously, pulling you back toward average. Not because they're evil, not because they want to see you suffer, but because your growth threatens something inside them. Because when you decide to rise, it forces everyone around you to look at their own choices. And that is deeply uncomfortable for a person who has decided to stay where they are. You have to make a decision about who gets access to the most important real estate on the planet, which is the space inside your mind. Not everybody deserves a key to that place. Not every voice deserves a platform in your head. You have to become intentionally selective about the voices you allow to influence your thinking. Because your thinking is your architecture. Your thinking is the blueprint from which your entire life is built. If the blueprint is corrupted by other people's limitations and fears and doubts, the structure you build on top of it will reflect those limitations. Guard your mind like your life depends on it. Because it absolutely does! This is your time. This is your season. And I am absolutely certain that you were built for it. Now go prove it!